Okay, YouTube, I'm working on a 2007 Mustang V6, which is a 4.0 liter V6. And here's the deal. I replaced the motor in this vehicle, and the dumbest thing I ever did, because it was the first time I was doing it, I did it myself with a little help. I did not remove the torque converter from this vehicle away from the transmission when I was pulling the motor out. So what happened was, hell, I thought that's the way it was supposed to be because it was attached to the flywheel. But I guess that's growing pains and I'll learn as I go. But here it is. A lot of people had trouble draining their transmission and then refilling it. Well, instead of going with something expensive and hard to rig up, this has been working for me. I put in about at least 3 quarts because I drained the transmission totally into this pan. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm using the, of course, AutoZone brand Mercon 5, recommended for Ford. It's gonna take 11.9 quarts on a dry transmission. So let's see how much this takes. And here's the way it's going to work. Where the drain plug is, that is the exact place where it's supposed to fill up to. Here is the Torx plug, which I took out, where that pipe is. So this little filling plug, which is a Torx, it comes out, and that's exactly where you fill it in from as well. But instead of getting like an expensive or a hard to find type of contraption that fits inside of that, where I can attach this pipe to, well, it's weird, but I sort of pushed this pipe up in there, sort of twisted it, and it's been working perfect for me. Has not leaked even a drop, so I'm using just a clear pipe. Used a clear one so I can see when the fluid is going through. It's been going through. I made a little mess here as well because I didn't know what I was doing at first. But I thought I'd post a video in case some of you want to top off, because the way it works is I got this pipe, which is going into the pump, into the oil. I sort of have to use both hands, so I'm not going to pump it right now just to make more of a mess. Got one of these little cheap pipes or pumps from Harbor Freight or AutoZone. I forgot where I got it from, but it works. This is the normal one. Have a little bit of piece. I have another clear see-through pipe which fits right in there, going all the way into the transmission fill plug. So sort of fit up there real snug and nice. Just what the best thing to do is take this whole bolt, the drain pan bolt, and take it to your local hardware store and see, and already take out the Torx. Make sure you don't lose that. Take it out, take it to the hardware, and see which pipe fits in there real snug. You got to push it up in there, make sure it's not loose so it doesn't drip. And I have not even had to hold it in place. It's pretty snug, and you can see the fluid is still in there because I'm still pumping. I still got to pump about 11 more quarts. Well, actually I've filled 3, and whatever I got left, about 8 more. Anyways, that is the way to do it on a 05 to 09 Mustang. I'm not sure about the 10s, they're probably the same. But anywhere you see this drain plug or bolt with a Torx middle, the Torx middle is where you fill it in from. And the procedure for this is going to be, I'm going to keep filling it. What the recommended, according to OEM specifications, is 11.9 quarts on a dry transmission. I'm sure it's not totally dry, but since I took the torque converter out and everything, I am going to see what I can get in there. And the way you check to see if it's filled up is, you know, it's stupid. It has no level or dipstick. I wish they did, but unfortunately, that's the way you got to do it. I'm going to keep pumping it in there. I'm going to put in about 10 quarts, and then I'm going to pull this line out while I'm running the car. Well, before I pull this, I'm going to run the car, run the vehicle, and get it to normal operating temperature, which is about midway. And when the transmission fluid gets hot and, you know, it reaches all the places and pipes where it needs to, I'm going to continue to fill maybe about another quart in here. And after I do that, when I have about 11 quarts in here, I'm going to pull this, and if it drips back out, if it keeps pouring back out, that's why I got this bucket here. And that's a good sign, because that means you pretty much topped off your transmission fluid. And when you just let it, you know, drip out, or, you know, pour out into a pan or any kind of container that you want. And when it stops, you just put the Torx fill plug back into place, make sure it's nice and snug, and then you're pretty much topped off with your transmission fluid. That's the only way that this can be done, unless you take it to an expensive shop and let them rip you off. Anyways, real simple, easy, cheapest way to do. This pump probably cost me about 10 bucks. I forgot, don't let me lie to you. About 10 bucks, maybe 7, 8 at the most. Fluid you're gonna pay for, and the rest is just a clear pipe going all the way into the drain plug, or the fill plug, should I say. They're both one and the same thing. All right, YouTube, any more comments on this? You like it or don't like it? Let me know. Leave some comments, because I've hardly seen any videos made about, you know, 05 to 09 Mustangs, about pulling motors or working on transmissions or anything. So it doesn't make it so easy. So I hope this helps. Let me know. Any questions, shoot them my way. I'd be more than happy to get back to you. Thank you. Leave your comments. Have a good day.